Monday Night Raw delivered a moment that shocked the entire WWE universe as Chris Jericho made a stunning return to rescue CM Punk from the Vision, creating one of the most unforgettable scenes of 2026. What began as an already high-energy episode quickly transformed into pure chaos, leaving fans buzzing across social media and instantly cementing this segment as must-watch WWE television. The show opened with CM Punk standing confidently in the ring, microphone in hand, absorbing a loud and divided crowd reaction. Punk carried himself with laser focus and clear intensity, looking every bit like a man ready for confrontation. He wasted no time addressing the growing menace of the Vision, calling out the faction for weeks of calculated ambushes and psychological warfare. Punk's message was simple and direct. He was not intimidated, and he certainly was not backing down from a group that preferred to attack from the shadows. Just as Punk continued to build momentum on the microphone, the arena lighting suddenly flickered, instantly shifting the atmosphere inside the building. The energy changed in an instant, and the crowd could sense that something major was about to unfold. Without any warning, members of the Vision rushed the ring from multiple directions, catching Punk in a dangerous numbers disadvantage. Punk fought back with everything he had, delivering sharp strikes and briefly holding his ground as he dropped one attacker after another, but the overwhelming numbers quickly became too much. The Vision swarmed him, dragging him down and unleashing a vicious beatdown in the center of the ring. The audience responded with a thunderous wave of boos as Punk repeatedly tried to fight back to his feet, showing his trademark resilience, but the faction kept closing in. It began to look like Punk had finally been neutralized and that the Vision was about to send a powerful message to the entire roster. Then everything changed in a single heartbeat. Music suddenly blasted through the arena speakers, and for a brief second the entire building froze in disbelief. When the crowd recognized the entrance theme, the roof nearly came off the arena. Chris Jericho had returned. After months away from WWE programming, Jericho stormed onto the stage and immediately sprinted toward the ring with urgency written all over him. The reaction from the WWE universe was deafening as Jericho slid under the bottom rope and instantly went on the offensive. He unleashed rapid right hands, followed by stiff lefts, and then delivered a perfectly timed running forearm that dropped one member of the Vision on impact. The veteran moved with sharp precision, clearing the ring with the kind of calculated aggression that has defined his legendary career. In a matter of seconds, the entire momentum of the segment flipped. CM Punk slowly pulled himself upright in the corner while Jericho continued dismantling the attackers. One member of the Vision attempted to charge back into the fight, but Jericho reacted instantly, ducked the incoming strike, and planted him with a thunderous codebreaker that sent the crowd into another frenzy. With the numbers finally evened out, Punk re-entered the fight, and for the first time all night the Vision found themselves retreating. Punk and Jericho stood back-to-back in the center of the ring, firing off strikes and forcing the faction to regroup and retreat up the entrance ramp. The arena was absolutely shaking at this point. From the stage, the Vision glared back toward the ring, visibly frustrated that their plan had been completely dismantled. Their attempt to dominate the night had been interrupted in dramatic fashion, and now they were staring down two of WWE's most dangerous and experienced superstars. As the dust settled, the cameras focused tightly on Punk and Jericho as they slowly turned and locked eyes in the ring. The crowd buzzed with anticipation, fully aware of the deep and complicated history between these two icons. For a moment, the tension was thick enough to cut with a knife, but then Punk gave a subtle nod while Jericho responded with a knowing smirk. They were not allies by tradition, and certainly not friends, but on this night they stood united against a common enemy. The audience erupted once again. Jericho then grabbed a microphone and took a moment to absorb the electric reaction before delivering a clear warning. He declared that nobody was going to take control of Monday Night Raw on his watch and warned the Vision that they had just made the biggest mistake of their careers by forcing his hand. CM Punk followed immediately, still visibly recovering but fueled with adrenaline. He admitted that he never asked for help, but he also made it clear he was not about to reject it. Punk then issued a direct and fiery challenge to the Vision, promising that if they were looking for a war, they had officially found one. The intensity inside the arena was undeniable as Raw moved forward with Punk and Jericho standing tall together in the ring while the Vision slowly backed up the ramp. Almost instantly, questions began spreading throughout the WWE universe. Is Chris Jericho back for the long haul, or was this simply a one-night shock appearance? Could this uneasy alliance between Jericho and Punk continue, or will old rivalries resurface? And perhaps the biggest question of all, how will the Vision respond after being embarrassed on such a massive stage? One thing is absolutely certain, Monday Night Raw has been completely shaken up. Chris Jericho's return has dramatically altered the power structure, and CM Punk now has a powerful wildcard in his corner. If this moment was only the opening chapter, then the road to WrestleMania 2026 just became far more unpredictable and far more dangerous for everyone involved.